sins. Wipe it, they can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. I just hate the ball and I look.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wentz to throw on second down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time.
Capitalized, and the others you said had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Right back to him on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, here's Wentz. And that's off the mark, incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So you gonna pick a play?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh.
He Couldn't
So what
quite
the
hold it.
fuck?
Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
You throwing that shit deep, I'm gonna pick that shit off too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Give me that, man.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Try that shit on me, bro.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's Ajayi. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing now is Wentz. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Following the interception, Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to get him for a loss of 5. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
Testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now our first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They go play action here on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Philadelphia coming back onto the field. We've kind of documented their injury issues. When we were talking about Carson Wentz earlier, you mentioned Alshon Jeffrey been out. Jay Ajayi, issues at running back. But some other guys, they've really stepped up, have they not, CD?
They certainly have. And you remember Corey Clement, one of the heroes in their Super Bowl win with a touchdown catch in that game. He had 56 yards rushing, as did Wendell Smallwood. And Dallas Goedert, the rookie tight end out of South Dakota State, Best game of his young career, 7 catches, 73 yards, and his first NFL touchdown.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. This is Ajayi.
Get off that block.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stout troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Play action. Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now out comes Minnesota. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Hicks able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
He'll do it.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
He's going to do that on
the
improv
game,
man.
On the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And the tackle there by Chris Long. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Cousins on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Long in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, I have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been
pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Come on, man. Don't. Better kick the ball, man. Oh, I won.
Baby, I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero down, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby. You a bullshit, baby, but I love you, baby, give you the world, baby. Pay $5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. You love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my whip. 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. That's bad, that's.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone.
Yeah, I know I ain't quitting. Come on, man. Don't quit the game, dude. Oh, Lord. You, boy, don't worry about it. Whew. Who want the smoke? Who want the smoke?
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging in. Just see the bag, quit out that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got it's a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like $1 million? I'm about to clean out the safe.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up
Kick the ball,
with the
dude.
Los
Kick
Angeles
the ball.
Rams.
Got 3 kicks. Right, left, and center. Simple.
to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let me see what kind of defense you are. You take anything. I like that.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
That's good off me, man. Tight end Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Oh, that's you watching, Drew?
Now it's the Boise State alone. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
What you gonna do, Big Bob?
What up?
What up? What you gonna do?
Nothing, man. Trying to get this game in before I go to work.
I hear you.
Take it easy on me now.
They run with a jump.
No mercy, nobody,
and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I don't even
They'll
do the
lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I don't know nothing about these Rams.
What your team is?
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And Jeffrey's got it.
No, no.
And he's taking
you don't know how to play with
the 43, but not before picking up the first. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
I got you on the live broadcast, man.
Now it's a Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense.
What's your record?
Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and
What's your record?
And able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Yeah.
And the hit charted loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz.
Got him.
And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose a yard that time, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh.
Get the field goals in. Got to work on the kicking.
Loss, and it'll be
I ain't really good on kicking, so.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This a 43-yard attempt.
I got it.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Hold on, quick roll.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Running back.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Anyway.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
None of that.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your
own.
This ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
My ball.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And they'll run it here.
Good block.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good block.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Looking for Aguilar. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Goff now looks to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now Goff on first down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
I love to get picks in the red zone. This is my zone here.
We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
I love it.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
I love it.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, here's Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Give me that shit.
Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. Wentz to throw on second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Wentz. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Matthews, the intended target. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
His throw caught at about
How the fuck he caught that?
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Rams are in for 6. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get nothing out of that one. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Another carry now for Durham. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
That has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half. Just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They are going for it. Goff.
Give me that.
And it's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Get off me. No, get off me, man.
Now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Wentz on third down. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And open at It's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Finding room inside the 40.
Oh, motherfucker.
Wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 54 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. From midfield, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Floating one incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, go. Empty. Foot. 40, 82, 40. Ram.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Sunday, for Tokyo. Sunday. Hey, empty.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Throwing is Wentz.
We're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
40, 82, 40, for Tokyo. Hey, empty. Shorty.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bad play.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
You try to counter on the 6-yard line? You bold. A weak counter at that. I gotta give it to you. You tried.
Goff going to throw it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
DC.
Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Now Sproles. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's work. I got plenty of time.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
6-0. 6-0. Don't fail me.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
he's wide open.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ndamukong Suh in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Throwing now, Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete? What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. If you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it, Bill.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Bennett coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.